What's up everybody, this is DDS, and in this video I'm going to be answering a question, and that was, why did I start making beats? Now, I started making beats when I was about a sophomore in high school, and that was about, man, I can't even remember, that had to be like 2007. And I'm not even going to say that's when I started, because prior to that I was doing virtual DJ. I had FL Studio before, when it was Fruity Loops on my computer and everything, but I never really dived into it. At that point in time, I was doing a lot of Photoshop because I was a graphic designer before I became a producer, and I was just doing the Photoshop stuff, and then eventually I got bored with it, but that's a whole nother story. When coming up as a kid, I remember I used to always take my CD player, and when you plug the headphones in, you would plug it in just a certain way, and then it's like the vocals and stuff will fade out and you just hear the beats. And I would just listen to my music like that for a long time, no matter what it was. Like, I used to listen to everything when I was a kid. I used to listen to pop from Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, all of them. I had soundtracks, like at that point in time, like Star Wars Episode 1, the Phantom Menace soundtrack, you know, with what is it, the lightsaber scene with I forgot who it is, Darth Maul, and it was crazy, like the soundtracks, that was crazy. I had like some Disney soundtracks, then I had some hip hop stuff, so I was really listening to any and everything, and I would always just plug the headphones in just right into my CD player so that way I can hear the beats, not really realizing what I was doing. It's just I really enjoyed it. I wasn't really doing it on purpose, like, oh, I want to hear this beat. I just enjoyed listening to my music that way. And then as I got older and technology changed with YouTube and all that stuff, I was able to actually find instrumentals, load them up on my iPod, and ride around on the school bus and everything, listening to just beats all day. Didn't want to be a rapper or nothing, I just really liked listening to beats. So back in the day, I used to live in the country, didn't have no neighbors really around. I mean, there's neighbors around, but they don't have kids my age. My younger sibling is way younger than me, so I'm just sitting up there like, okay, what am I gonna do? And I just would be on the computer all day. And then eventually I got into making beats, just playing around with it. I would have these little 30-second loops in FL Studio. Wouldn't know what to do with it past that. I would just be, oh, I made a beat, I made a beat, I made a beat. Do that stuff all the time along with me doing my graphic design. And it was just something that I really was just inspired doing. Like, it was just a lot of fun, whether it was trash, but I had a lot of fun doing it. And then over time, my passion for graphic design kind of faded away when I started going to school for it. And certain things, I'm like, yeah, this isn't really what I wanted to do. So I just fell all in with the music, and at that point in time I was doing more music than Photoshop. So music was going like this, when at that point in time, graphic design with Illustrator, Photoshop, Flash, I used to do MySpace layouts and stuff. So that stuff was here, but my FL Fruity Loops at the time and virtual DJ and all that stuff, because I was doing sped up mixes and all that, so that stuff was here, and then everything else was here. But then over time it just started shifting, and then I just really found a lot of passion for it. And when I think back on how I really used to listen to beats, download instrumentals, I'm like, wow, I'm not saying that I knew I wanted to be a producer this whole time, but I just love instrumental music, and it's just something that I love doing. So when I was in school and all that, as a teenager going through college and stuff, I was making the soundtracks to my days. Like, I would sit there and just listen to my beats all day. Even when I worked in a factory, I would listen to my beats. So it's just my passion for it. It's just something about the music. Like, I can't even explain to you the exact reason why I started making beats. Like, to break it down like that, is I was just bored one day and I opened up FL Studio and I liked the drum pattern I made, and then I wanted to add more to it. And that's the simple answer. Like, that's really what happened. I had it on the computer, didn't do nothing with it, and I was just sitting there and I played around with it. But I had this passion inside of me for music, and I just created the music and I stayed with it, and now here I am doing it because I love doing it. I don't care if a million people don't like it. It's like, I'm doing it for me, and if you guys enjoy it, hey. And I love teaching people how to make music. So anyway, I'm going all over the place with this video, but yeah, this is really my passion behind making beats. Like, that's what pushes me to make more beats. I make beats because I love doing it. I'm not doing it for, oh, I'm gonna sell this so I can get this to this artist. I'm doing it just really out of love, and then when something happens with it, that's an added bonus to it. But anyway, hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. When did you start making beats? If you make beats or whatever it is that you do, when did you start? How did you start? What pushed you to start? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you. Take care.